What's this? 3 videos in one day? Shock horror. Um, so, why are we doing this? What's going on? And more importantly, why am I doing the video? So, first things first. No doubt you have seen a couple of the videos and the clips that are now being circulated around on YouTube, around the mainstream media, around the, not surprisingly, right-wing press of a pub landlord essentially throwing Keir Starmer out in Bath. I think the pub's called the Ravensthorpe, Ravenhope, or something like that. Doesn't really matter. What is happening here is that the mainstream press are very, very key and very, very key to this. They are, first of all, showing, the guy being held back with him shouting and screaming, that guy is not allowed in my pub, etc., etc. Then it comes out and it cuts again. You see him, Keir Starmer, talking to him, saying that his wife is on the front lines and he doesn't need to be lectured by this guy. Now, what is going on here? Well, first of all, let's say this. The way that the mainstream media are presenting that file, and the people are saying that, and unfortunately, a lot of people are saying that pub landlord is right to throw Keir Starmer out. Unfortunately, you're not getting the whole picture, because there's a lot more to that clip, surprisingly. Because if you go and find the full clip, you will find the pub landlord start spreading anti-COVID, anti-vax, anti-max basic nonsense. He brings out this chart to say that essentially no more people died last year than normal. He makes the outrageous, ridiculous claim that we have screwed the economy because, quote, old people are dying. Again, not true. He says that there is no evidence for, people to be wearing masks during a pandemic. What essentially happened was that this absolute lunatic decided he was going to kick Keir Starmer out for essentially supporting measures that keep and have tried to keep hundreds of thousands of people safe and try to stop this pandemic from getting any worse than it is. Look, at the moment on the COVID statistics table, we are pretty much third. We have been the third worst performing country. You've got the US and Brazil, and unfortunately now in India, there's now a new variant which is running through the population like crazy, and, it's unfortunately killing a lot of people. But we have to address this fact of what is being shown versus what is the reality. The landlord is an absolute nutjob. He absolutely is. I'm sorry, he thinks COVID's a hoax. That's what he literally thinks. But what he is saying, I can guarantee you, he thinks COVID's a hoax. And unfortunately, the mainstream press are taking this as an opportunity. Look, look, Keir Starmer got thrown out of the pub. No, the guy was an absolute lunatic, pure and simple. And the way that this is being portrayed by the press is, unfortunately, this guy is being made to look like some sort of hero when he really, really isn't. He is absolutely spreading misinformation. He says himself in the video, if you watch some of the video, the 3 things we just said there, which you can clearly hear him say, absolute lunatic. So what is Keir Starmer to do about this? And if you know anything about me or my channel, or this is your first time, not the biggest fan of Keir Starmer, think that he isn't doing a very good job. But what happened here, and the way that this clip is being shown, I am against, because this man is an absolute lunatic. That landlord is an absolute lunatic. what are you to do? And we've seen this before, by the way. A couple of years ago, what was it? Nick Clegg. Someone ran up to him and started screaming that there were paedophiles in his party, that he was endorsing child rape and all these other nonsense. So what did he do? He just walked off. Literally, he was at this photo opportunity. They're taking photos. The guy comes out shouting all that stuff at him. He just goes, not dealing with this, and walks off. Correct thing to do. Starmer, if I was a member of Starmer's team, Keir Starmer should absolutely be briefed 100% that there is a chance during his walkabout tours he might be encounter someone who believes that the coronavirus is fake, an anti-vaxxer, an anti-masker. You can name it. He should be briefed on what their basic known arguments are and what the facts he can fight back against them with. Does he have to actually do that? Not really, but it would be, I think, a lot more helpful if he did, and I think that his team would be fools not to brief Starmer on this. So that's my 2 pence for this. Like I say, please do not be fooled by the way that this clip is being presented, especially by the Daily Mail and the Telegraph and the Sun, who are making this landlord to be out as if he's some sort of hero for throwing Starmer out of a pub, when he threw him out for the reason that he thinks Keir Starmer is promoting the fact that, that COVID isn't real. And again, that landlord's an absolute lunatic, and unfortunately a lot of places have started running this clip as they think it's damaging to Starmer, and unfortunately I worry that this is going to take a different turn, and that landlord is going to get airtime, and that guy is going to get to say things that basically are not true live on national air, and that lots of people are going to start paying attention to that guy when they shouldn't, because he's an absolute lunatic. COVID is real. Get yourself a vaccine, wear a mask, keep social distancing. that's really it. That's all we have to say. So if you do see this clip and you do see that, then please, by all means, do forward people to this video, let them know what's going on, because, like I say, that clip is not representative of the reality. Like I say, I keep on saying it, that landlord is an absolute lunatic. So, thank you for watching. Please do support the channel by clicking that like, share and subscribe button. And of course, down below there is a link to my Patreon page and a one-off donation link called Buy Me a Coffee, where you can, buy me a coffee. And thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.